on to cosine law example number 2. We had given a non-90-degree triangle, so I know it's not primary trig ratio, so Kotoa cannot use it. I also know that this is side, side, side. There is no angle and side pairing. There's no angle that's opposite a given side, so there's no way you can use sine law. You'd have too many unknowns when you're trying to create an equation. So now you do know that this is going to be cosine law. And for us to find or use cosine law, you can use this. Instead of a, b, and c, we have l, m, and n. So it's going to be l squared equals the other two sides, which is m squared plus n squared minus 2mn and cosine angle L. And here we have, I handwrite my L because it can be confusing with the number 1. So I handwrite it, and so we have L squared, and we start plugging things in. Oops, we do know what L squared is. Small l is right here, across from big L, small l, across from big M is side M, across from angle N is side N. So small l, or side L is 6 squared, M is 12 squared, and N is 8 squared minus 2 times M and N cosine angle L. We have variables, we have only one variable now, right? And this is the one where we have to isolate. We have to isolate for this section. So let's do that. I'm going to simplify for 6 squared is going to be 36. This will be 144. This will be 64. And 2 times 12 times 8 is 24 times 8 is going to be 192. We can add these together. 144 plus 64 is going to be 208 minus 192 cosine L. And again, we need to isolate for this section first here. Okay, so this is plus 208. So to get rid of this, we subtract 208 from both sides. So this would be 36 minus 208 equals to minus 192 cosine L. 36 minus 208 is minus 172. Negative 192 cosine L. Negative 172. So we need to isolate again for cosine L here. So what is this minus 192 doing to cosine L? What operation is in between? That is multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So what we're going to do is we are going to divide both sides by negative 192. I'm going to continue over here. And you know that two negatives divide out. So we're going to just do 172 divided by 192. And I'm going to keep every single decimal place because it's very sensitive to every decimal. That's what the trig is. So 3 repeating. Cosine L. And then now we can isolate. We're just isolating for L here. We need to get rid of cosine. So the opposite of cosine is cosine inverse. So we're going to look up that angle. 0.89583 repeating equals to L. I'm actually not going to delete anything in my calculator. I'm just going to take the cosine inverse of the answer, and I get the exact answer, which is 26.38 ... And I guess we can finalize it because there's no decimal places here, so we can round it to no decimal places. And this is in 26 meters. So I'm going to signify this by putting a dot above the equal sign. Oopsies. And this is the answer. Oopsies, that's not meters. Angle L is big L is an angle. We're solving for angle. So this is 26 degrees. And now, if you want to solve the rest of this triangle, you have an angle side pairing. So now you can use sine law. You have sine of big L over small l, sine of big M over small m, sine of big N over small n. You have an angle side pairing, and you can solve the rest of the triangle if the question required you to do so. But I'm going to keep it short here. So in this case, we were given side, side, side. When you're given side, 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 you're given all sides. There's only one thing to solve for, which is the angle. So you plug in what you know, and then you solve for that angle, making sure you follow BEDMAS and evaluating and simplifying things and moving things to the other side or subtracting both sides. Okay, so make sure you study this process carefully. And then, and the final step is to do the cosine inverse, and then you can find an angle. And then if you're ever asked, I think in your homework, it's a very popular question to keep solving for the rest of the triangle. Solving the triangle means finding every single aspect of the triangle. You'll have to use sine law, or you use cosine law again. Now that you have side, angle, side, you have a contained angle here. Side, angle, side. You could use cosine law again, but you already have that, so I don't think you would use cosine law. You would use sine law to find out either m or n. So you'd either find this or this, because you have small m, you have small n, you have big L, and you now have small l. So this is the one you'd be using for sure, because you have all the numbers for this one, and then you choose another expression to create an equation and solve for the either big M or big N. Okay, and that's it. If you have any questions, please email me or see me on Cool Chat, and we'll talk. Good luck.